Sahih al-Bukhari 2441. Narrated Safwan bin Murais al-Mazini. While I was walking with Ibn Umar holding his hand, a man came in front of us and asked, "What have you heard from Allah's Messenger about a Najwa?" Ibn Umar said, "I heard Allah's Messenger saying, Allah will bring a believer near him and shelter him with his screen and ask him, 'Did you commit such and such sins?' He will say, 'Yes, my Lord.' Allah will keep on asking him till he will confess all his sins and will think that he is ruined. Allah will say, 'I did screen your sins in the world and I forgive them for you today,' and then he will be given the book of his good deeds. Regarding infidels and hypocrites, their evil acts will be exposed publicly, and the witnesses will say, 'These are the people who lied against their Lord.' Behold, the curse of Allah is upon the wrongdoers." 11.18. Sahih al-Bukhari 2442. Narrated Abdullah bin Umar. Allah's Messenger said, "A Muslim is a brother of another Muslim, so he should not oppress him, nor should he hand him over to an oppressor. Whoever fulfilled the needs of his brother, Allah will fulfill his needs. Whoever brought his Muslim brother out of a discomfort, Allah will bring him out of the discomforts of the day of resurrection, and whoever screened a Muslim, Allah will screen him on the day of resurrection." Sahih al-Bukhari 2443. Narrated Anas bin Malik. Allah's Messenger said, "Help your brother, whether he is an oppressor or he is an oppressed one." Sahih al-Bukhari 2444. Narrated Anas. Allah's Messenger said, "Help your brother, whether he is an oppressor or he is an oppressed one." People asked, "O Allah's Messenger, it is all right to help him if he is oppressed, but how should we help him if he is an oppressor?" The Prophet said, "By preventing him from oppressing others." Sahih al-Bukhari 2445. Narrated Muawiyah bin Suwaid. I heard al-Bara bin Azib saying, "The Prophet orders us to do 7 things and prohibited us from doing 7 other things." Then al-Bara mentioned the following: 1. To pay a visit to the sick, inquiring about his health. 2. To follow funeral processions. 3. To say to a sneezer, "May Allah be merciful to you," if he says, "Praise be to Allah." 4. To return greetings. 5. To help the oppressed. 6. To accept invitations. 7. To help others to fulfill their oaths. Sahih al-Bukhari 2446. Narrated Abu Musa. The Prophet said, "A believer to another believer is like a building whose different parts enforce each other." The Prophet then clasped his hands with the fingers interlaced, while saying that. Sahih al-Bukhari 2447. Narrated Ibn Umar. The Prophet said, "Oppression will be a darkness on the day of resurrection." Sahih al-Bukhari 2448. Narrated Ibn Abbas. The Prophet sent Muadh to Yemen and said, "Be afraid from the curse of the oppressed, as there is no screen between his invocation and Allah." Sahih al-Bukhari 2449. Narrated Abu Hurairah. Allah's Messenger said, "Whoever has oppressed another person concerning his reputation or anything else, he should beg him to forgive him before the day of resurrection, when there will be no money to compensate for wrong deeds. But if he has good deeds, those good deeds will be taken from him according to his oppression which he has done, and if he has no good deeds, the sins of the oppressed person will be loaded on him." Sahih al-Bukhari 2450. Narrated Aisha. Regarding the explanation of the following verse, if a wife fears cruelty or desertion on her husband's part. 4.128. A man may dislike his wife and intend to divorce her, so she says to him, "I give up my rights, so do not divorce me." The above verse was revealed concerning such a case.